If you're on a self-managed board for a homeowners association or condo, you already know the feeling, that feeling down in your stomach. You signed up to help your community association, not live inside spreadsheets, chase maintenance requests, or argue about dues collection at 10 o'clock at night. Today, I'm going to show you how self-managed HOA software helps volunteer leaders get out of the weeds, run financial management like pros, and communicate with the owners clearly. By the end, you'll know the best practices that create successful HOAs without hiring an HOA management company, if that's what you choose to do. My name is Braun. I'm the founder of Solume, a platform built exclusively for HOAs and condo board members. Many boards struggle because they're just unorganized, but most struggle because the tools they're using weren't built for them. A lot of so-called property management systems were designed for full-time managers or professional managers, not boards looking to manage their own community. Or they were built for apartments or large investment portfolios and then retrofitted for homeowners associations and condos. So the stuff that matters, your accounting systems, your architectural requests, your work orders, your resident communication, it just ends up scattered. It becomes impossible to manage. One person has the budget, someone else has the invoices, the member database is out of date, and the contact information is in someone else's email. You can't make good board decisions if nobody sees the whole picture. Let's be honest, it's not supposed to be this hard. The right software solution should pull it into one software platform that volunteer boards can actually run. That's the whole point of self-management, isn't it? Here's the problem I see in self-managed communities everywhere. It's just disconnection. Disconnected accounting tools, disconnected communication tools, disconnected maintenance coordination. You end up realizing that the things you actually need are locked behind paywalls, paying payment processing fees that you don't understand and getting charged late fees for features that nobody uses or for transactions you didn't even know were happening. Someone else has lost track of homeowner requests because they're buried in phone calls and text messages. The result is predictable: burnout and confusion. That's exactly why few people volunteer and board members rotate off as quickly as they possibly can. I get it though, you're volunteers. Between work and trekking kids around, you have your own lives. You want a clean dashboard, a clean ledger, an easy way to keep owners informed. You want ease of use, a user-friendly interface, and tools that make sense in 5 minutes, not 5 months of training. So what's the answer? Well, it's modern purpose-built self-managed HOA software. And yes, Solume was built specifically for condo and HOA needs. It brings all the essentials into one place: reserve study and financial management, maintenance requests, work order tracking, architectural requests, document storage, and a simple resident portal, among a bunch of other things. It's not pretending to be a full-blown HOA management company that ends up disappointing you after 6 months. It's the management solution that lets you run your community with the tools you need and at a cost savings, a major cost savings. Let's talk money, because accounting system accuracy is a non-negotiable. With Solume, dues collection is straightforward with clear payment options, including ACH and credit cards. You can see who's paid, who's late, and how late fees apply based on your community's rules. And because Solume includes reserve study visibility, you can connect today's budget to long-term planning. Most competitors ignore reserve study management, and that's wild to me. Your reserve study is one of the primary pillars holding your community up. If you can't see long-term funding needs while making short-term decisions, you're just guessing. Solume makes the numbers visible so decision-making is grounded in reality. Budgets get honest, projects move forward, and owners see where their money goes. When we run your community's finances inside a clear accounting system with reserve visibility, here's what happens. You stop reacting. You start planning. Budgets get honest, projects move forward, and owners see where their money goes. For operations, you need simple maintenance request tracking so property owners aren't chasing board members, a clear work order path, status updates, and a record of completed fixes. Same with architectural requests, an intake that captures the docs you need, clear approvals and conditions, and an archive that lives with the property. That's the backbone of community management. If You've been doing this by email thread, you already know the pains. Then there's communication. Good communication tools don't just create more noise to your owners, they bring signal. In Solume, you can email community updates directly. Owners can use their resident portal to access Solume Assistant, our AI platform that gives instant answers about your community, which cuts down on the number of late night text messages you get. That single change reduces your phone calls and makes resident engagement healthier. What would it take to make this work for your board's specific needs? Would it be fewer logins, a cleaner permissions, a faster path from issue to work order? If you tell me the top 3 annoyances that you have, we can configure a simple path inside of Solume. Seriously, this is the single best HOA software choice that you have. Let's be honest though, some communities really do need a third-party HOA management company. Sometimes larger communities with complex amenities or on-site staffing or heavy compliance may benefit from that. But for smaller communities or even larger ones with a strong volunteer base, self-managed HOA software gives you 80 to 90% of what you need at a fraction of the cost of a property manager. You keep control, you get transparency, you still have support, and you avoid being locked into someone else's accounting ecosystem, their accounting services or billing system. I'm curious about your community though. How does it operate? What do you think about this approach? If we were to run core features in one place, show owners the plan, keep the approval simple, most boards tell me it lowers the drama, it lowers the temperature because everyone can see the same facts. There's no more pleading with an outside company to send you a report and getting it 6 weeks after you actually needed it. With Solume, it's all at your fingertips. Most communities think they need a separate website builder to host their bylaws or document storage, meeting minutes, and contact information. But Solume already provides these capabilities directly within the platform, eliminating one more thing for you to have to manage. However, if you do still feel that your community benefits from a standalone website, we partner with web builders who know Solume inside and out, making a seamless integration possible. While our philosophy is, owners don't need a community marketing site, they need a reliable place to find answers. Pair that with a clean member database and an AI assistant to answer your community questions, and you've already solved half of your administrative duties. Let's look at what could get in the way of a clear path forward. Is it migrating data from your old accounting software, or maybe training new HOA board volunteers, getting buy-in from a skeptical HOA manager that you're working with? The challenge really isn't the people, it's the process that they're forced to work within. So let's fix those one at a time. When it comes to pricing plans, the math is simple. Our software will usually be far less than a monthly HOA management company retainer. Our onboarding and data migration are included in our price. That's how you get cost savings and save time without sacrificing standards. Plus, you get great customer service and support every step of the way. We actually give our customers our personal cell phones and actively call or text whenever a question comes up. The first thing you'll feel really is relief. The chaos quiets down and order starts to return. Meetings shift from opinions of the loudest in the room to evidence. People stop arguing about what happened last month and start deciding on what to do next. You'll resolve maintenance requests faster, track work order statuses clearly, and process architectural requests without email archaeology. Owners trust the process because they can see it. The end result is a successful HOA that runs on transparency and clarity. Like I've said, you've got a transparent accounting system, a tidy resident portal, clean records, giving you a board that actually leads. That's modern HOA management tools done right. That's modern HOA software serving real people, not the other way around. A little context here. I'm Joe Braun, the founder of Solume. We built this for self-managed associations because we kept seeing boards work twice as hard with half the visibility. On top of that, everyone is saying that the property management industry is suffering because of a lack of good training. They just can't find good people. Solume exists to bring transparency so communities can operate with confidence. So here's the short list of the key features that really matter. You need clear financial management with connected reserve study management. All of that needs to be integrated. You need simple maintenance request tracking and work order workflows. You need straightforward architectural requests with documents and decisions in one place. User-friendly portals for community updates, minutes, document storage, and other things. You need practical communication tools, email and in-portal notifications without the spam crap that others hit you with. You need flexible payment options and transparent pricing plans that fit your community. Here's the good news. You don't have to be an IT expert to run a great community. With the right software tools and a little bit of structure, your volunteers can lead with clarity and owners can relax. That's how a board serves well, and that's how a community thrives. Would it be a complete waste of time to book a 15-minute call to see whether Solume is the right HOA software for your board? We give free demos nearly daily. If it's not a fit, we're not gonna pressure you. You still leave with a simple checklist you can take anywhere. If it is, we'll map out your rollout and we'll just keep it as easy as we can. So visit solume.com for any other questions that you have or to contact us. I'd be happy to take a call with you.